Breaking now, Princess Leonor royal wedding live from Denmark leaves Spain speechless. The world stopped. Spain held its breath. And in Denmark, history unfolded before our very eyes. A royal love story, once whispered behind palace walls, finally came alive. But what truly left Spain speechless wasn't just the wedding, it was what came after. The cameras caught it all. The tears. The silence. The moment Princess Leonor became more than a future queen, she became a symbol of unity, love, and destiny fulfilled. Because this was no ordinary wedding. This was a bridge between nations. A union of hearts, crowns, and legacies. And as the sun rose over Copenhagen, Spain's princess stepped into a new chapter of royal history. The cathedral bells of Denmark echoed across Europe that morning, each ring signaling a new beginning. The Danish flag fluttered beside Spain's royal standard, a sight that no one had imagined possible just a few years ago. Inside, the air was thick with anticipation. World leaders, royal families, and millions of viewers around the globe waited for that first glimpse, the moment Princess Leonor would emerge. And when she did, silence. Not a whisper, not a murmur, only awe. Dressed in a gown that shimmered like morning dew, Leonor embodied the grace of her mother, Queen Letizia, and the quiet strength of her father, King Felipe. Every detail told a story, the lace crafted in Spain, the embroidery symbolizing Denmark's royal heritage. A fusion of two nations, stitched together by love. Spain watched from plazas, cafes, and homes, eyes glued to screens, hearts trembling with pride. This was their princess, their future queen. And now, she was becoming something more, a figure of unity beyond borders. The ceremony began. The music swelled. The cameras caught the tremor in Leonor's voice as she spoke her vows. Her words were clear, emotional, and raw. She wasn't just speaking to her groom. She was speaking to her country. To her people. To everyone who believed that royalty could still stand for love, not just duty. And then came the moment that left Spain speechless. As the officiant pronounced them husband and wife, Leonor turned to the crowd, tears glistening in her eyes. She lifted her hand to her heart, and for a brief second, whispered something in Spanish, barely caught by the microphones. But every Spanish viewer knew those words. Por España, y por amor. For Spain, and for love. That single phrase sent waves through social media, through every news outlet, every royal watcher's heart. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't political. It was pure emotion. And that's why it mattered. The royal family of Spain watched proudly from the front row. Queen Letizia's eyes shimmered with tears, her face reflecting both nostalgia and pride. King Felipe, normally composed, looked down for a moment, the weight of fatherhood and monarchy merging into one powerful emotion. This wasn't just the marriage of Princess Leonor. It was the passing of legacy, the moment Spain's royal family stepped confidently into the future. Outside the cathedral, crowds from both Spain and Denmark filled the streets, waving flags and singing in unison. The two anthems, Spain's and Denmark's, played together for the first time. Two nations, one melody. As the royal couple stepped out, cheers erupted, echoing through the Danish capital. The carriage awaited, draped in both nations' colors. It was a breathtaking image, the young couple waving to the sea of faces, the golden sunlight casting a glow over the new royal era. But what truly stunned everyone was what happened next. Instead of heading directly to the royal banquet, Princess Leonor requested a moment, a quiet, unexpected visit to the Danish royal garden. Cameras followed, at a respectful distance. There, amidst the roses and winter blooms, she knelt to place a small bouquet, a tribute to Queen Margrethe II, the beloved monarch who had guided Denmark through her own age of transformation. That moment, simple yet profound, captured the world's heart. It wasn't about grandeur. It was about gratitude, respect, connection. Hours later, the grand banquet began. Tables glimmered under crystal chandeliers. Dignitaries raised their glasses. The King of Denmark delivered a toast celebrating the love that binds nations stronger than treaties. Then came King Philippe's turn. His voice, usually firm and formal, cracked slightly as he looked toward his daughter. "My daughter," he said softly, "you have given Spain not just pride, but peace." Spain wept. Online, on TV, in the streets, the emotion was universal. For decades, the monarchy had been a symbol of tradition. But in that moment, it became a symbol of hope. Throughout the night, cameras captured fleeting glances, Leonor whispering something to her new husband, his hand resting gently over hers. Their smile spoke volumes. This was not an arranged destiny. This was chosen love. And that's what made it historic. Because for the first time in modern history, a royal wedding was not about alliances, it was about affection. Not about crowns, but connection. As the reception continued, the royal families mingled freely. Queen Letizia and Queen Mary of Denmark shared a rare, genuine laugh. Young royals from across Europe danced together, united not by politics but by friendship. It was a glimpse of what the next generation of royalty could be, modern, emotional, and human. Then came the final act, the royal waltz. The orchestra began to play, and Princess Leonor took the floor. The crowd watched as she and her husband glided gracefully across the marble hall. Every turn, every movement was elegance defined. But at the final step, she looked straight into his eyes and whispered something only he could hear. Later, royal lip readers claimed she said, "We are one." And indeed, they were. Outside, the night sky lit up with fireworks over Copenhagen. Red and gold lights filled the air, Spain's colors dancing in the Danish sky. It was as if both nations were embracing their future together. By morning, news outlets across the globe carried the same headline. Princess Leonor's royal wedding unites Europe. Spain woke to pride, emotion, and a newfound sense of hope. It wasn't just that their princess had married. It was that she had reminded them what love, true, selfless love, could mean. From the Spanish coasts to the Danish palaces, one sentiment echoed across borders. She did it for love. She did it for her people. And she did it her way. This was not just a royal event. It was a story of identity, courage, and transformation. A young woman once seen as a symbol of duty had become the beating heart of two nations. And as the final images of the wedding faded into memory, Leonor waving from the balcony, her smile radiant, her crown glinting in the northern sun, one thing was certain. This was the day Spain would never forget. And it all began, with love that transcended borders. Because in the end, the world didn't just witness a wedding. It witnessed history, live from Denmark. And Spain, once again, was speechless.